wonderful friends, it's Evelyn here, and you might have guessed from the state of my face and this get-up. The flare is ongoing, friends. I'm still not feeling better, but I wanted to check in and share with you what I'm currently creating just off screen there, as well as a gorgeous sleeping Luna and a little tour of my garden. So, my friends, without further ado, I'm taking a deep breath, still smiling. Let's have a look and have a little catch up. And here, as promised, is a sleeping Luna, or at least a trying to sleep Luna, because honestly, if you could hear the noise that came out of her, it was a big huff, as if, Mum, just let me sleep, please. So I'm going to do just that. And here is my Netchi NM2000 still in the bag. In fact, actually, it's been in and out of this bag because you can see here, I've been teaching my friends how to create Wuthering Heights inspired blouses, which is coming soon to the channel. But here we have my current 2 sewing projects, a swing coat in that gorgeous green wool fabric, which I used for a princess coat recently here on the channel, and that cherry fabric is going to become a fern jumpsuit. Oh, and look, the first plant of today's gardening tour, my friends. This is a lemon tree, and as you can see, it has lots of lovely new growth. This was £2.49 from either Lidl or Aldi, I can't remember which, but it had 3 leaves and was a tiny, tiny little plant, and now it's starting to grow. So there we go, the first plant of today's garden tour. Indoor plant, garden tour, I guess, but anyway, here we go, friends, with the gorgeous Lyra and Luna, of course. Check out this sunshine, my friends. So it has been very nearly 30 degrees centigrade in the Scottish Highlands. But anyway, here are my plants in the garden. This is a camellia, a beautiful pink camellia. I do not know the variety. I'll see if I can find it. No, actually, what was that? No, this is the camellia. The one previously, I'll check out what that was, but it grows really big and it's a climber. But this is the camellia and it's absolutely stunning. Reminds me of sort of Pacific vibes. Beautiful, beautiful. The first of the roses here, my friends. I'm obsessed with roses. You might know that if you've been here on the channel for any length of time. This is a David Austin rolled doll. I'll put a little picture of it flowering last year on the screen, but as you can see, it's doing really well. Now, last year, and actually the few seasons before that, the few years before that, we had black spot in the garden, but it seems like I have won over it. This here is an armeria. Now, I didn't know what armerias were, but I love them. Little bit obsessed. Grass plants that shoot out these gorgeous little intricate pink flowers. Got a few of those around the garden. Then some fuchsias that I saved from outside of Aldi. They are a little bit tiny at the moment, but they're looking much better than they were. Oh, yep, let's get some weeding done. There we go. I absolutely love having my own space in this garden to be able to do what I like, and yeah, really enjoying it. These are some stocks that I saved as well. They were £1. Some of them are doing better than others. The ones that were the most crispy when I bought them are still looking a little decidedly crispy on the end there, but they smell incredible and they're in a much better state than I ever thought they would be. So then my 50p roses, friends. Yes, so this first one is a beautiful large dark pink bloom and it cost me 50p. Yes, sadly this one really does suffer with black spot. It's not as bad this year, but there's still a few little places that I'm tending to, but yes, doing well. This next one is what we like to call the Triffid. This started, my friends, as a tiny little twig outside the range for 50p. It is the sweetest, smallest little bright pink blooms, and as you can see, it's huge. Just take a look at what the stems are looking like now. Yes, it's like a tree. It's like a tree that has trunks, a rose tree with trunks. It was only meant to grow to 4 feet. Friends, it's over 8 feet currently, covered in beautiful, beautiful buds and new green growth. And honestly, we when we trimmed this down, when we pruned it, it was actually under the length of the wall behind it. So yes, it's now doing rather well, I think. And then down here, friends, we have some more of those fuchsias, some armerias, and also a white begonia. It's really pretty. I've been trying to sort of add a bit more colour into the garden because a lot of my roses are accidentally red or pink because that's what I saved, including this gorgeous one on the end. It's the Scarlet Carson, and these are stunning. They are as close to Beauty and the Beast roses as I've ever seen, and that there that I was just holding is a brand new cane. So that's doing really well as well, despite the fact that that really suffers from black spot as well. This, I thought it was dead. It's a tea rose, You Are My Sunshine, in memory of my beautiful boy Rufus, my bunny boy Rufus. I'll pop a little picture of him to the side. This, I thought it was dead. It's not. It seems to be coming back, so let's hope. Next is the very first peony I've ever had in the garden, and this is Shirley Temple, and as you can see, it is about to bloom. Beautiful. I love peonies. They're one of my favourite flowers, along with roses and ranunculus. I need some ranunculus in the garden. Then my saved lavender. This was in the back of a dump truck. It was tiny. I saved it. It's gone a little bit feral. And then over this side we have, you can see now how big that lavender is. It's absolutely huge. It's beautiful. And then we have the rest of the rose garden. Oh look, this is a dahlia, or dahlia, however you would like to pronounce it. Absolutely beautiful. £4 at Aldi. And yes, friends, the blooms are that bright. They really are that bright. This is exactly what you're seeing on your screen. Oh look, another fuchsia. And then we have a dwarf pear tree. There's also a dwarf apple tree that you could see earlier in the footage as well when we were looking at the triffid. But then the sort of bulk of my rose garden, beginning with a David Austin rose Desdemona, which is absolutely stunning. And then here we have the beautiful Lady of Shalott, which is a gorgeous orange. Desdemona is a beautiful white. Oh look, you can see just through there, she's about to bloom. I think I'm going to try and show you this. Yes. Oh, beautiful. Just gorgeous. And then over on that trellis, I'm training it to go horizontally, as you should with climbers. This is Woollerton Old Hall. It's really, really pretty and smells incredible. Just a beautiful, beautiful rose. And this section of roses is literally all David Austin's. I'm a little bit obsessed. They're just beautiful. And then tucked away behind here is the Generous Gardener. Now, friends, I thought I'd killed this. It was in a pot and wasn't doing very well. I planted it in this raised bed about a month and a half ago. My goodness, it's not dead. So happy that it's not. And then the second of my saved little lavenders that is now growing excessively, which we love. And we've got some more begonias there. It's a pink one, and the other one I've just deadheaded, but it is red, a really bright red as well. And then some more stalks and some more armeria. And they're actually placed there to prevent bandersnatchers, i.e. Lyra, jumping all over the hot tub. And then look at this. This is a beautiful patch of clover. I'm not pulling that up, my friends. It's beautiful and it's giving me so much joy, especially since we still haven't been able to get the rotavator and the diggers in to be able to pull up this horrible fake grass because I want real turf. One can dream, can't they, my friends? But this is my current little sanctuary. And honestly, friends, when my husband built this pergola for me, it was just after I'd had my surgery, and it meant that in any weather, oh, hello, Lara, I could enjoy the garden, which really helped my recovery. Oh, off she goes. Such a gorgeous, gorgeous little girl. Anyway, friends, I hope that you've enjoyed this little garden tour and a little sneaky peek at what I'm creating here on the channel this week, because honestly, I'm not up to anything else. Until next week, my friends, when hopefully I'll be back with you. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe. I love you all. Thank you for sticking with me. Take care, friends, and hopefully I'll see you next week. Bye.